All right, welcome back. This is going to be a quick update on what we've done to the Mustang since the last time we talked to you. We're getting to the point where we're moving on from the front framework and the floors. The floors are in, floors are welded, they're not sealed yet, but we're going to move on from that and move on to the fender, rear fender quarter, and replace that. And if you look down at the bottom here, this is the stuff we cut off. This is the rear tail light panel and the rear fender rear quarter panel. I'm sorry. I tend to cut it off and then deal with the welds afterwards. So that's why you're seeing this small stuff like this. And I'm not quite through with the taillight panel getting it all off yet. But the big stuff's off, the little stuff follows. And this is the new stuff, goes back on it. I was sort of torn on how to connect it. There is a natural weld seam at the top as it goes up to the roof. And I decided to go that distance, go that way. Mainly because the last people that did it poorly, I might stress poorly, because they cut it right down the top of the fender and used sheet metal screws to attach it on, and then a ton of Bondo. I don't want to be known as that. Anyway, you had to use some anyway. So if you come on down here, we'll look at what's left. Okay, so this is where the quarter panel went. This is the B pillar right here, welded to that wheelhouse opening, outer. It welds onto that. There's some still left here. I hadn't pulled it off. As a drop off here, we're going to replace because there's a little rust on the bottom. And I'm sure when I pull the bottom of this fender, this quarter off right here, it's going to be pretty nasty. But we split it right up here. And this is a leaded seam. I don't know why they use lead. I hope it's just a generational thing, because when I put it back, I'm going to use regular body filler and hope it doesn't shrink. So I had to drill out all the welds right here, and it come over here, and then it goes down the rear window opening right here, which is, you can see the mirror image of it over there, and that's where the back glass fits into. So we got it out from under here. We'll straighten this up. We'll slide the fender in back here. We'll attach it to right here. It goes under this piece right here. And then what's not here is the rear tail light panel, which is right here. Let me get it here. Yeah. I'm going to sort of juggle a little bit here, right? If you don't mind. And this fits in here. That fits on top. That goes right here. Quarter panel comes over, welds to this, and this forms the this, and the quarter panel has a lip goes right in here that forms the perimeter of the trunk opening. And we'll get all that welded in. And it's sort of lined up and welded in. I got to pull this part off the bottom. Like I said, I cut the big stuff off, and then I come back and drill out the welds and use a seam chisel and knock them out. I've decided in the last day that this panel has been replaced too. You can't see it over here, the light's kind of poor, but there's been some patches. The other one came off directly. I'm going to do the same thing on this one right here. I'm going to pull it off, split it right here, take it out of the rail, and do away with the lead seam up top, and cut it out and put another quarter on it back here. That way I'll just be satisfied that everything is sort of buttoned up. But anyway, that's what we're doing now. It kind of looks bad. It really does. You realize how how precariously these cars are put together, and nothing is strong until it's welded together. Then it becomes a box, and it's as strong as it's going to be. So keep watching. We're going to get these get this cleaned up, get it ready for the quarter. Ordered the other quarter today. It should be in probably by the end of the week, and some minor pieces, and we'll have that attached, and we'll have it sort of we line it up. We'll get the doors on it, get it. That'll help us with the quarters. That's my dog you hear barking. And same way with the front. We'll do the same thing with the front fenders. At that point, we'll have it all done. We'll clean it up inside, do the ceiling, get it ready, and sort of have the body ready to go. I say that, but it'll probably be after the first of the year till it's ready, and then we'll get it painted. And during those times, I'll be working on the some of the smaller systems, the dash, the heater box, steering, etc. And we'll get all that stuff rebuilt. Anyway, I appreciate you watching. Once again, if you have any comments or questions, I'll be happy to try to answer them. Or if you have any suggestions, I'll be great to hear it. Once again, thank you very much for watching.
Oh, man, I guess you go back and look at it. It's all in GPS. That's it. You be careful. All right.
We decided to replace the right-hand rear quarter too. So CJ had a sale. It didn't on shipping though. Anyway, so we bought another quarter for the other side of the car. And with that, you need the surround for the trunk lip and the brace for the back of it. So this and this go together. And other fenders had just a ton of Bondo in them. So